Hello and welcome back to the Sanskrit. In this video, we are going to talk about the Prayatnas. In the last video, I had given you a brief idea of what this video might be, but I'll just repeat it for those who haven't watched. So you see, in order to understand Prayatnas, let's just take an example. Have you heard Bollywood songs, right? Have you heard some songs starting with like la 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 la, right? We hear those songs. Sorry, I'm a bad singer. But then imagine the singer was given the letter kha instead of la, right? Suppose like ka ka ka. Imagine how it would sound. Why do you think, the songwriter gave the letter la and not ka, right? It is because the effort required to say kha is much more than the effort required to say la. Right? Similarly, in English also, we say yeah, right? Imagine we had to say ga, ga, ga. I mean, it sounds funny, but also there's a lot of effort required to produce such a sound. So this video is going to be all about those. So by now, you must have already understood that Prayatnas means effort. Okay? Yatna means effort and Prayatna means like prakrishta rupena, like exclusive effort, you can say like that. Now, efforts can be two types, okay? One is the internal effort, which we call it as Abhyantar Prayatna, and then the other is a external effort, which we call it as a Bahya Prayatnas, right? Now, what you need to know in terms, how is it going to be relevant? Just know what these 5 Prayatnas are and what these 11 Bahya Prayatnas are and whose is what. That is very important. That is because we will be playing with letters, right? Grammar means what? We are literally playing with letters. We are, grammarians are called as word scientists because they kind of in a chemical lab, right? They just take words, do some, reactions to them, add some catalyst under whose influence those changes happen, and then you throw it in the market, right? That's what the grammarians do. So now we will be playing with these letters, and during that process, again, like I said in the last video, you'll come across situations where you have to take decisions. So these knowledge, like knowledge of Uchcharan, Sthāna and the Prayatnas, they are going to be very essential while you make those decisions. These things might not make sense to you at the moment, but do not worry, trust the process, trust your teacher, because that's exactly what we did. So now, talking of the first one. First one means the internal effort, that is of 5 types, okay? It is called as Sprishta, Ishat Sprishta, Ishat Vivrita and Samvrita, okay? Sprishta, by hearing only we can understand, Sprishta is like sparsh. Sparsh means touch, okay? Sprishta means something where there is touching happening. Like for example, from ka to ma, okay? All these 25 letters, you will see in the pronunciation of any of these letters, there is some kind of touching happening inside the mouth, right? Like for example, like pa is very obvious, ta is very obvious, ma is very obvious, even cha is very obvious, even ga is very obvious, right? So now some sort of touching is happening when we are uttering such a syllable. So they are going to come under the category of sprishta, okay? And one more thing, these ka to ma, these syllables are called as sparsha. That's why they have told like this, that tatra sprishtam prayatnam sparshanam. I hope this is clear. Then we'll go Ishat Sprishtam Antasthanam. Now, what is Antastha? You have heard, especially, in our school time, we must have heard all this like Grihastha, Vanaprastha. What does this Tha mean? It's just, and let's understand it this way. Grihastha means Grihe Tishtati, the person who is staying inside in the house, right? Basically, a married household man. Vanaprastha means somebody who is staying in the forest, like that, right? And Antastha means someone who is staying at the end, right? Like because they don't have this letters such as ya, va, ra, la, they don't have a space in the elite, ka to ma series, right? They're somewhere at the end, thrown at the end, this 4, ya, va, ra, la. So that's why they called it Antastha. So now, Ishat Sprishtam Antasthanam, okay? Antasthanam. Now see, Sprishtam, you got it, touching, right? Ishat means little, Okay, this is one word you learnt. Ishat means little. So Ishat Sprishtam, where the touching is there, little. Like when we are saying ra, you see it is there touching somewhere. I can't figure out murdha, but then I can't exactly convey it to you when I'm saying. But you utter it yourself, and then you see that when we are saying here, when we are saying va, when we are saying ra, when we are saying la, some kind of touching is there, but not as extreme and obvious like which was happening in the case of the sparsha varnas, that is from ka to ma. Got it? Then we have Vivritam Swaranam. Swara means what? It's the vowels, right? And Vivritam means like open mouth, where the mouth is open. There is no touching. When we are saying when we are saying e, when we are saying u, can you see any part of the mouth touching? No, right? That's why they are coming in the category called Vivritas. Then we have Hrashvasya avarnasya prayoge samvritam prakriyadashayam to vivritam eva. Now, the fifth one, right? The remaining. Did I say everything? Did I miss anything? Oh, sorry. I missed another one. That is Ishad Vivritam Ushmanam. Vivritam means open. And Ishad Vivritam means open little bit. Okay. So they are going to be the Ushma Varnas. Ushma Varnas means what? Ushma Varnas are those which come in the Shal Pratyahar. If you do not know how to make a pratyahar, then it's going to be too bad for you. Please go and learn it right now, then only. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in every single classes we are going to have after this. So the Shal Varnas, basically, Sha, Sa, Sha and Ha, right? They come in Ishad Vivritam, where the mouth is not very open and but open, okay? Then we have the last, right? Rashvasya avarnasya prayoge samvritam and prakriya dashayam to vivritam eva. So what this is saying, you don't get scared, okay? Okay. One is the prakriya dasha and one is the prayoga dasha. Prayoga dasha means, let's take the example of factory, okay? Prakriya dasha means when it's under process, okay? That is prakriya dasha. And prayoga dasha means when it is ready to be manufactured. I mean, ready to be, ready to be there on the market. That is called as prayoga dasha. So, what happens is that when it is ready to be, pronounced, that is going to be under the category called samvritam. But when it's in the manufacturing process, that is a prakriya dasha, it is going to be vivritam. Now, what is manufacturing process? When we are how does it even come to such a situation? That we will get familiar with when we go with the Sandhi classes. Clear? Okay, so I think we are done with all of them. All the Abhyantar Prayatnas. Now comes the Bahya Prayatnas. Now Bahya Prayatnas are 11 in number. Okay, it's like Vivara, Vivaraha, Samvaraha, Shwasaha, Nadaha, Ghoshaha, Aghoshaha, Alpa Pranaha, Mahapranaha, Udattaha, Anudattaha, Swaritaha. That's all. You might be familiar with Udatta, Anudatta and Swarita because we had spoken a little bit about them when we were doing the 18 types of Pratyahar. You don't have to get into detail what all of these mean, but what is essential that you know that for which letter, what are the Bahya Prayatnas. Now, how do you know that? Now, the consonants, okay, we can divide them into two basic Pratyahar, okay. One is going to be the Hash Pratyahar, starting from Hayavarat to Javagaradash, and then the remaining, Kha, Fa, Cha, Ta, Ta, Cha, Ta, Ta, Kape, Shashasar, Hal, right? We are doing until Khar. Why is Hal not included? I want you to think and let me know, especially my current batch, 2025-2026, Kriti, or I think Sobia or Zuha, you people are quite sharp. I am expecting these answers from you. Now, Zuha must be thinking, ma'am has taken my name, how? Yeah. No, she kind of improved. And then, so the first thing, right? The Harsh Pratyahar. We have Samvara, Nada and Ghosh. Okay, like Samvaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha. And the remaining, that is the Khar Pratyahar. Okay, they are going to have Vivaraha, Shwasaha and Goshaha. You don't have to get into details, just memorize it. Use whatever abbreviations, whatever ninja technique you have. Like I used to memorize SNG. We have CNG gas, no? So I had made it SNG. So Samvar, Nad and Ghosh. Got it? And the remaining are, they're coming in Khar Pratyahar. this, you use your own techniques. My techniques will not be helpful to you, so you make your own. So you need to know for which letter what is the Bahya Prayatnas. Got it? Now that the thing that I had said in the beginning of the video, like la and ya and then ka, you see there is a difference. The amount of air that you are using while pronouncing the syllables are different. So now you see, how do we know that who is having more usage of air while pronouncing? They are going to be called as alpapranas, and mahaprana is just the opposite, where you're needing lot of air to produce that syllable. So now alpaprana is basically the first, third and fifth. You must be wondering, what are these? Again, I told you in the first lesson itself, learn the traditional sequence, because there you will know where the vargas are. That's how you will be able to know. So the first varga of each like ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, the third and the fifth, they are going to come under the category of alpapranas. Okay, now the mahapranas is the second and the fourth. Like how to know? So for example, the ka varga is there, no? Ka is number 1, right? So it is going to be what? Alpaprana. Kha is what? Number 2. So what is it going to be? Mahaprana. Then ga is going to be again alpaprana. Then gha is going to be mahaprana because it comes in number 4th. And 5th is going to be alpaprana. It may be confusing at first, but get used to it. Just once or twice. Just understand once. You don't even need to revise it twice. Okay? And that's all. So, one more thing, the yan is there, no? Tell me what comes in yan pratyahar. Ya, var, ala. They are also coming in alpaprana. Okay, just like I said, ya is easy, la is easy, so that's why they are coming in alpaprana. This is the proof. And shal means sha, sa, sure, her. You can see you are literally producing so much of air. You stand in the Antarctica, some snow is there, you just say her, you will see the mirror is full of smog, right? So this was all about it. So finally we are over with this series. I know it must have been a little bit boring, but it was, trust me, if it was not important, I wouldn't have made these videos in the first place. You will see, after we are going to start the Sandhi, you will see how extensively these knowledge is, utilized. And one more thing is, the next video, there will be no introduction, there will be no wordings, nothing. It's just going to be the recitation, however you pronounce it, of the Maheshwara Sutras, the Uchcharana Sthānas and the Prayatnas. So that will be easy for you to remember. I was never a fan of memorizing. What I used to do is I used to hear every day, and that's how I remember even till date. I don't have to revise it. It's been a decade, right? So that's it then. Thank you very much.